India is a land of wonders, where the extraordinary weaves seamlessly into everyday life. It's a country where ancient wisdom meets modern innovation. A village has no doors, yet theft is not an issue. And a floating post office delivers mail atop a serene lake. But that's just the beginning. Today we'll take you through 21 intriguing, surprising, and unbelievable facts about India. These facts will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about this incredible nation. Let's delve into the wonders that make India truly exceptional. 21. Magnetic Hill in Ladakh. The magnetic hill near Leh, Ladakh continues to amaze visitors with its optical illusion. Situated on the Leh-Kargil Baltic National Highway at an altitude of approximately 14,000 feet, the hill makes vehicles appear to roll uphill when left in neutral gear. This effect occurs due to the area's unique topography, where the natural layout creates a sloping illusion. 20. Kumbh Mela can be seen from space. The Kumbh Mela is the largest spiritual gathering in the world, drawing millions of pilgrims to the banks of sacred rivers. Held every 12 years at Prayagraj, Haridwar, Ujjain, and Nashik, the event includes rituals such as bathing in the rivers to cleanse sins. During the 2011 Maha Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj, over 75 million people gathered over 55 days, making it larger than the population of most countries. Satellite images captured this event due to the sheer density of people and tents spread across the area, covering approximately 20 square kilometers. The festival involves massive planning, including water supply, medical services, and security. 19. Ancient India's groundbreaking surgical techniques. Sushruta, often called the father of surgery, lived in ancient India around 600 BCE. His seminal text, the Sushruta Samhita, details more than 120 surgical instruments and describes procedures such as rhinoplasty, nose reconstruction, cataract removal, and orthopedic surgeries. Rhinoplasty was particularly significant as it repaired noses that were often amputated as a form of punishment. Sushruta's techniques involved skin grafts from other parts of the body, stitched using herbal adhesives and fine threads. His work was so advanced that it influenced medical practices in Persia, Arabia, and later Europe. 18. India invented shampoo. The practice of shampooing hair originated in ancient India and was an integral part of Ayurvedic traditions. Early shampoos were crafted from natural ingredients like soap nuts, shikakai, hibiscus flowers, and amla, an Indian gooseberry. These ingredients were not only chosen for their cleansing properties, but also for their ability to nourish the scalp and strengthen hair. The process often involved massaging these mixtures into the scalp, a technique believed to improve blood circulation and promote relaxation. This holistic approach tied hair care to overall wellness, reflecting the Ayurvedic principle of balancing the body's energies. The word shampoo derives from the Sanskrit term champu, meaning to massage. The practice was introduced to Europe during the Mughal era, where it gradually evolved into modern shampoos. By the 18th century, colonial traders popularized Indian hair care methods in Britain, producing shampoo products commercially. Today, Ayurvedic shampoos remain highly valued for their natural and chemical-free properties, continuing India's legacy of using plant-based remedies for hair care. This tradition has influenced global beauty standards, making India a pioneer in developing natural hair care practices. 17. A floating post office. The floating post office on Dal Lake in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir is a unique facility housed in a traditional Kashmiri houseboat, inaugurated in 2011. As the only floating post office in the world, it serves both as a functional mail center and a cultural landmark within India's extensive postal network of over 150,000 post offices. Locals rely on it for regular postal services, while visitors are captivated by its Philately Museum, which features rare stamps from Jammu and Kashmir, including commemorative editions. With its picturesque location on Dal Lake, the post office also attracts photographers and tourists, blending essential public services with local heritage and cultural preservation. 16. Shani Shingnapur, a village without doors. Shani Shingnapur, located in Maharashtra, is renowned for its homes and shops with no doors or locks, a unique tradition rooted in the belief that Lord Shani, the deity worshipped in the village, offers divine protection against theft. Residents are so confident in this belief that even valuables are left unsecured. Remarkably, crime rates in the village remain almost non-existent, further reinforcing the community's faith in divine oversight. Visitors are often astonished by this way of life, and the village has become a popular tourist attraction. Even the local UCO Bank branch follows this custom, using glass partitions and symbolic security measures instead of locks. 15. Bengaluru has the most engineering colleges. Bengaluru, known as India's IT capital, has over 100 engineering colleges, more than any other city in the world. The city's reputation as a hub for technological education began in the mid-20th century and has since grown exponentially. Institutions like the Indian Institute of Science and Visvesvaraya Technological University have trained generations of engineers who now work for global tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and Infosys. Bengaluru also attracts students from across India and abroad, contributing significantly to India's tech-driven economy. 14. The wettest place on Earth is in India. Mawsynram, a village in Meghalaya, is recognized as the wettest place on Earth, receiving an average annual rainfall of 467 inches, about 11,871 millimeters. This extreme rainfall is caused by monsoon winds from the Bay of Bengal that are funneled into the Khasi Hills, where they cool and condense to produce heavy rain. The constant downpour supports dense forests, rare orchids, and unique flora. The locals have adapted to the heavy rains by constructing homes with durable materials and using grass to soundproof roofs against the loud downpours. Additionally, the Khasi people have created living root bridges by training rubber tree roots to grow across rivers, forming strong, natural pathways over time. 13. India has a temple of rats. The Karni Mata temple in Deshnoke, Rajasthan, is home to over 25,000 rats considered sacred and believed to be the reincarnated souls of the goddess Karni Mata's devotees. These rats, known as kabas, roam freely within the temple premises, and feeding them milk, grains, and sweets is considered a holy act. Remarkably, the food nibbled on by the rats is later consumed by devotees as prasad, a blessed offering. There are no reports of illness, a phenomenon believers attribute to divine protection. Spotting one of the rare white rats among the thousands of black ones is believed to bring extraordinary good fortune. Despite the overwhelming rat population, the temple remains meticulously clean, thanks to careful maintenance by priests and volunteers. The temple's marble flooring, silver gates, and intricate carvings contrast sharply with the swarming rats, creating a surreal experience for visitors. Even more astonishing, it is believed that harming or accidentally killing one of these sacred rats requires atonement by offering a rat made of solid silver. 12. Home to the world's largest family, Zionachana of Mizoram, who passed away in 2021, was the head of the world's largest family, consisting of 39 wives, 94 children, and 33 grandchildren, all living under one roof in Baktong Klangnuam. Their sprawling 100-room mansion is organized like a self-sufficient community, with designated roles for farming, cooking, and household maintenance. The wives live in separate quarters, while meals are prepared in a massive kitchen that serves hundreds at a time. The family practices a unique Christian sect called Chana Paul, founded by Ziona's father, which permits polygamy. 11. India is a land of languages. India is one of the most linguistically diverse countries, with 22 officially recognized languages like Hindi, Bengali, Tamil, and Telugu, and over 19,500 dialects. Hindi is the most widely spoken, while English is used extensively in administration, business, and education. Tamil boasts a literary tradition over 2,000 years old, and Sanskrit, known as the language of the gods, forms the root of many Indo-Aryan languages. In states like Nagaland, multilingualism is common, with 17 tribal languages recognized. Efforts to preserve endangered languages include digitization projects and support from institutions like the Central Institute of Indian Languages. India's linguistic diversity enriches its culture while presenting unique challenges, such as creating inclusive policies and educational resources. India truly is full of surprises. Who would have thought that a village could thrive without doors, or that thousands of rats could be part of a temple's unique tradition? And there's so much more in this video to keep you intrigued. If you're enjoying these fascinating facts, take a moment to like the video. This helps us bring more content like this to you. And don't go anywhere. The most unbelievable facts are still to come. 10. World's highest cricket ground. The Chail Cricket Ground in Himachal Pradesh, built in 1893, sits at an altitude of 2,444 meters above sea level. Maharaja Bhupinder Singh of Patiala constructed it after the British expelled it from Shimla. Today, the ground is used for school sports and local matches and is surrounded by lush forests of deodar trees, offering spectacular views. 9. India has a glowing beach. Hidden among India's stunning coastlines is a natural marvel that seems almost otherworldly bioluminescent beaches. One of the most famous examples can be found on Bangaram Island in Lakshadweep, where the waters glow at night with an ethereal blue light. This phenomenon, caused by bioluminescent phytoplankton, occurs when these microscopic organisms emit light in response to movement, such as waves or footsteps in the sand. The glowing beach is most visible on moonless nights when the sky is dark, creating a magical display that feels like something out of a fantasy novel. Visitors to Bangaram Island often describe the experience as surreal, walking along the shore as it sparkles with natural light. 8. India's daily train passengers could fill a country. India's railway network, one of the largest and busiest in the world, carries over 23 million passengers daily. This is almost as much as the population of Australia, and a couple of million more than the population of the Netherlands. The railway network, spanning more than 67,000 kilometers, connects nearly every corner of the country, making it a vital part of daily life for millions. Trains in India range from high-speed express services to humble passenger trains, each contributing to the rhythm of the nation. 7. The world's largest milk producer. India is the largest milk producer in the world, contributing over 200 million metric tons annually, which accounts for about 22% of global production. This success is largely attributed to the White Revolution, spearheaded by Verghese Kurian in the 1970s, which transformed India from a milk-deficient country into a global leader in dairy production. Small-scale farmers, often operating in rural areas, form the backbone of this industry, with cooperatives like Amul revolutionizing dairy processing and distribution. Milk holds a special cultural and religious significance in India. It is used in rituals, festivals, and offerings, often considered a symbol of purity and sustenance. In temples, milk is commonly offered to deities and later distributed as prasad, sacred food, to devotees. Beyond its spiritual value, milk is also a staple in Indian cuisine, used to make dairy products like ghee, curd, paneer, and sweets such as kheer and gulab jamun. 6. Chess originated in India. The game of chess, known initially as Chaturanga, was invented in India during the Gupta Empire around the 6th century CE. The game's name, meaning 4 divisions, reflected its pieces, which represented the 4 branches of the ancient Indian military: infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots. Played on an 8x8 grid, Chaturanga was a game of strategy that required tactical thinking and foresight, much like modern chess. Chaturanga spread to Persia, where it evolved into Shatranj, and later reached Europe through trade routes and the Islamic world. By the 15th century, it had transformed into the modern chess game. Today, India excels in the global chess arena, producing world-class players like Viswanathan Anand, a former world champion, and several young prodigies who dominate international tournaments. The game's journey from its origins in ancient India to its global prominence underscores its enduring appeal as a test of intellect and strategy. 5. Home to the world's first university. Takshashila, located in present-day Pakistan, was a renowned center of learning dating back to at least the 5th century BCE. Unlike modern universities, it consisted of individual scholars teaching various subjects, including science, medicine, politics, and philosophy. Students came from regions such as Greece, China, and Babylonia. Notable figures like Chanakya, the advisor to Emperor Chandragupta Maurya, and Panini, the famous grammarian, are associated with Takshashila. While not a university in the modern sense, it played a significant role in advancing education in the ancient world. 4. The world's largest vegetarian population. India is home to the largest vegetarian population globally, with around 30 to 40% of its people following a vegetarian diet. This is mainly due to cultural and religious influences, particularly Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism, which promote non-violence and compassion toward animals. Vegetarianism in India has also led to the development of a wide range of vegetarian cuisines featuring staples like lentils, rice, vegetables, and dairy products. Regional variations, such as Gujarat's sweet spicy flavors or Tamil Nadu's coconut-rich dishes, make Indian vegetarian cuisine globally renowned. 3. The Sundarbans, home to man-eating tigers. The Sundarbans, spanning India and Bangladesh, is the world's largest mangrove forest and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is home to approximately 100 Bengal tigers, many of which are unique for their ability to swim between islands and adapt to a saline environment. Some tigers in the region have gained a reputation for being man-eaters, likely due to the scarcity of prey and the overlap of human activity in their habitat. The forest also supports diverse wildlife, including saltwater crocodiles, fishing cats, and various bird species. Conservation efforts are underway to protect this fragile ecosystem and its iconic tiger population. 2. Polio-free status. India's journey to being declared polio-free in 2014 was a monumental public health achievement. In collaboration with international organizations like WHO and UNICEF, the government launched aggressive vaccination campaigns that reached over 170 million children annually. Mobile vaccination units ensured coverage even in the most remote areas, with health workers traveling on foot, by boat, and even by camel to administer the vaccine. On January 13, 2023, India marked 12 years of being polio-free. This success resulted from consistent, determined efforts and a strong commitment from all levels of government, healthcare workers, and communities. It highlights India's capability to address large-scale public health challenges effectively. 1. India's voting system is the largest. India's 2024 general elections, held between April 19th and June 1st, saw a voter turnout of 65.79%, with over 640 million votes cast. This massive electoral exercise was conducted across 7 phases and involved over 10 million officials and security personnel. More than 1 million polling stations were set up in remote areas, ensuring accessibility for all eligible voters. A significant highlight was the increased participation of women, who outnumbered male voters in turnout, reflecting growing political engagement. Electronic voting machines and voter-verifiable paper audit trails enhance transparency and efficiency. In a highly competitive race, the National Democratic Alliance, led by the Bharatiya Janata Party, won 293 seats, while the opposition, Indian National Congress and its allies, secured 234 seats. The 2024 elections reaffirmed India's status as the world's largest democracy, demonstrating its robust and inclusive electoral process. India's incredible blend of history, culture, and innovation truly makes it a place like no other. Whether it's a glowing beach, a floating post office, or a family larger than most neighborhoods, every fact adds another layer to its fascinating story. And if you've made it this far, why not share which fact surprised you the most in the comments? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more amazing content. We've got plenty more surprises lined up for you.